All right, so let me set the stage here. So we were out to visit Keith's mother, and we've been blessed, first of all, with two wonderful things this past year. One is Keith's 80-pound weight loss, which if you have not watched on our channel, you can watch it straight through. We recorded it every single week. And the second is you guys here, our growing followers on YouTube, and we truly feel blessed by it all. And one downside was that we weren't really able to share what we were doing with your mom because there's a distance between where we live, but also she has a computer, but she doesn't turn it on.
She hasn't turned it on for 3 months, I think is what
I thought she said, was it 3 months?
Well, I think she tried to turn it on after not using it for 3 months and it wouldn't turn on.
Okay. So anyway, so when we were out to visit this just a couple of weeks ago, Keith decided that he would like to explain to his mom what's been happening in our lives. So the first thing that you said was, Mom, Becky and I have been doing some videos on YouTube. And what was her response?
She said, I don't think I get YouTube here. So
right,
I don't know where you go from there.
Right. Like it's it's like it's not on one of the local TV channels.
Chicago network TV station, local thing. I don't know, but she just didn't. She had no idea.
So at that moment, I realized this was a long uphill battle, and I thought I better start secretly typing out what the conversation is going on so we can maybe share this with you. And in no way do I mean this disrespectfully to Keith's mom. I adore Keith's mom. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady.
Yep.
So we will certainly show this video to her, but we will have to be there with our computers.
Yes.
Right. So the first thing that you did then is that you wanted to explain to her how you've lost and kept off this weight. So you wanted to explain the ketogenic diet to her.
Right.
So go ahead and share how that went.
So I said something to Mom like, obviously you've noticed I've lost a lot of weight, and I eat a little bit differently now, and I follow a very low carb, higher fat diet. It's called a ketogenic diet because I want to get myself into ketosis. So and right then I knew that I had took that wrong turn, and I'm trying to circle back. So I had to kind of go through what ketosis was, that your body doesn't have glucose to burn, so it burns fat, and from that, your liver makes ketones, they can fuel your brain, and you start to burn your body fat, getting thinner and all that. So.
Right, and a big part of that was that you want to keep your carbohydrate intake low. So you want to eat a low carb diet.
Right.
And of course she wants to be supportive of you, and she tries very hard to be supportive.
Yep. Yep.
But we quickly realized that what low carb means to us is not what your mom's interpretation of low carb.
Right.
So for instance, we would have something, but then potato salad would be served with it.
Right. There'd be sandwich bread, orange juice at breakfast.
Right. Pizza. We had pizza when your extended family came over. So we realized that you and I live in this world,
right?
And we sometimes forget that not everyone understands the basics.
Right. And we didn't at first either.
Sure.
We had to. When we first started, we had to think about every single thing that we got at the grocery store, that we cooked, that we put on our plates. And, we've gotten to the point, we've done it for over a year and a half now, that it's just kind of automatic. And we forget that people who are not familiar with this, they don't really know. Right. They don't know what's considered a carbohydrate. I mean, they probably know the obvious things, cake, right, cookies.
Right, the 3 C's, right? Cookies, cakes, and candies.
Yeah.
But just if you're in that place, if you're just starting out, bread is bread, whether it's in the form of a tortilla or a pita bread.
Or whole grain, healthy bread. Right,
they are still a refined carbohydrate. And they will break down into sugar and then cause insulin and cause fat storage. Yep. So that's what we're trying to prevent with the ketogenic with the ketogenic diet.
Yep.
Also, pastas are carbohydrates. And pasta sauce you have to watch because it usually has sugar added to it.
Right.
So these are the things. It was actually that was actually a good learning experience for us.
It was a really good learning experience.
Remember
for us.
that.
Yep.
But then, so then you were talking about. Oh, I did write this down. So then at the end of that, her response was, "Some people don't eat meat."
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It probably doesn't come across, but she was trying to understand where you're at.
You know, and so I explained that we do eat meat. We eat quite a bit of meat on this diet because meat not only does it have the protein, but it's also typically the meat that we eat is higher in fat, and so we want that the fat and the protein together, very satisfying. We need those nutrients. So that, you know, we're good with meat. We
Right. Which her response to that was, so you want to eat fat. And there again, it is one of those, that is certainly an understandable question to ask when you're talking to somebody who started a ketogenic diet.
Right. Because a lot of times people will start and they will eat very low carb, but they'll eat very high protein and then leave the fat out. And that might work for a little bit of time, but it's not going to be enough, and it's going to cause some other issues. So it does have to be low carb, high fat, moderate protein.
And I think of anything with the ketogenic diet, I think getting used to making it okay to eat fat is probably one of the biggest mental hurdles to get over. I talk about this. I have on my other channel. I have a second YouTube channel here, and I talk quite a bit about saturated fats, unsaturated fats. Which are the healthy fats? How to avoid unhealthy fats? And it's surprising. And
well, that's exactly what she said. She goes, "I thought fat was not good for you."
Right.
And so, and that's, you know, boy, that's another, you know, turn down the road and a long way around. It's a lot to explain in a short period of time, and make it understandable.
Right.
But we did our best.
We did our best.
I did my best.
And then at the very end, she said, "Well, that's nice. It's nice to know what you're doing."
Yeah.
So it's certainly an educational moment for us to keep in mind that not everybody is far along on this spectrum of eating a low carb diet. So
and we do take that for granted. When we go in a grocery store, we automatically know what to look for. We don't really have to spend a lot of time reading labels anymore. Even we know what we get.
Right. Well, and if you're just starting out, you know, we do have a starter kit. It outlines our 0-1-2-3 strategy, which is a great way to keep fiber in your low carb diet and keep vegetables in your low carb diet.
Yep.
And it also has the foods that you cut out of your diet and the foods that he added to get his 80-pound weight loss. That is a great place for you to start completely free. So, all right, well, we just wanted to shoot this. Hey, thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back soon with another video.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.